welcome back to the Boys and Old Gold. And just come in, Nuno has been sacked by Marinakis, the big scary man from Nottingham Forest. Lance, I know you're laughing, but give us your thoughts.
Um, Stupid decision, really. Probably one of the best managers I've ever had, and they've sacked him just like that, just because of a fallout. He got him Europe, taking him from relegation to Europa League. Could have been Champions League with all those going last season. So yeah, this video is going to go with. I've got a list of little points / notes, and we're just going to go through them. Talk about Marinakis, Forest, Wolves, Nuno, Vitor. So let's just go straight on to what we think about Marinakis. What do you think, Alfie?
Well, kind of said it already, he's just a bit stupid. He's just making the wrong decision. He makes the right decision, but the wrong ones. He does the right decisions, makes the wrong approach about it. Well, I won't say this Nuno decision's right, because probably, like you said, probably the best manager they've almost ever had. And then, it's like the Gibbs White situation. It's like, he did the right thing giving him a new contract. Just came the wrong way about it. So it's like, he's kind of, I can see why some Forest fans like him, because he does the right thing sometimes. Just, he always makes the wrong approach about it, so...
Yeah, literally. Thing is, he's a good football owner because he knows what he's doing. Somehow he managed to keep Gibbs White, which the way he went about it isn't good, as you said, but managing to keep him's a big bonus for them. And then the way he spends money and everything is very smart because there's something like how he spent loads in the first season they came up and they avoided PSR or something. He's a good owner, very unlikable, which I think the problem is. So, how do we think Forest will do without him?
It's quite a hard one, really, because who have they actually got to replace him, like? Because the manager market's a bit dead at the moment. I mean, obviously, Mourinho's been sacked, Ollie Solskjaer's been sacked, and Ten Hag, all the past United ones, but, like, other than that, really, who else is there on the market for a manager that, like, who else is really suitable for Forest?
Yeah, literally. For me, their best option is Ange, just because he probably could win in the Europa League again. It's just something he would be able to do. He just would do it. Mourinho would be a good shout, but then he's kind of gone past his days a bit. So it's a hard one, really. Yeah. I think they probably could have waited a bit longer to sack him, because it's not like he would have been bad for them or anything. Or because he said he would. He was asked if he would still be there after international break. He said yeah or something. He said he's happy there and he's doing well there. So he clearly wasn't expecting it. The owners weren't. The owners seems like it's all out of nowhere. Just sack him tonight. 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, 12 o'clock I think it was confirmed. So it's like just. I think they probably should have waited for the market for managers to probably get a bit more active because it is early days in the season. But for me, Ange is the best option.
I mean, we were speaking about it earlier. It's like, it just seems like he wants to show some sort of power, Marinakis. Like, because obviously Nuno obviously is the best man for the job, and he definitely could have done something with that team, and possibly could have won him that Europa League they got into. It's like, just like I said, just showing some sort of power, trying to just spread a message, showing them like the club and everyone like what he's about. Like, obviously, to talk about earlier with all the meme stuff, he's not the nicest guy ever. So I don't know, it's quite a hard one.
Yeah, just I don't know. He's Marinakis. He's just really unlikable, and it's harsh how he's done it. I feel for Nuno what he's gone through because he got sacked by about 4 clubs in about 4 years. Nothing else really to say about him. He's
had the worst owners ever. Really, he's had fucking Jeff Shee, Daniel Levy. I don't know about some
was
odd owners, but he's had
whatever it
Marinakis as
was.
well. It's like the guy couldn't get any more unlucky, could he?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Now, on to Vitor. when is the right time for Vitor to get sacked? And when do you think he will get sacked by Wolves? Because obviously, as we know, Fosun, they seem to have time to wait. With O'Neill, they wait till December to sack him. Probably should have sacked him 2 months earlier. So, knowing Fosun will give him about 4 months, even if he doesn't win a game for the whole of them. So, when do you think he should get sacked?
I mean, it's like you said, with the owners, they will end up just sacking him in like December time. Even without a single point, they probably will keep him that long. But I feel like the right time means some fans might not like the decision, but if we don't get a win by Leeds, I feel like it might be just the right time to get rid of him without really having negative feelings with the fans and just like you can kind of leave on good terms still, but like and it's quite a hard one because obviously it feels like we kind of haven't given him a chance, and obviously we don't have a good thing with our second season with managers, but like with the start we've had and the team we kind of got, it's kind of like kind of can't leave too late because we've made that same mistake every single time. And look where we ended up last year. We was in a relegation fight the whole time and just about scraped it. And it's just the same season before. So it's like it's another one. It's another just like what do you do really? But I feel like it's kind of worth just trying to do something different this time because it'll probably just work anyway.
Yeah, literally. I'm thinking, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he should get sacked yet, and I'm not even really considering it because it's very early days. It's been 3 games. Obviously, only team without a point in the Prem, but there's definitely still time for him to improve. So I'm not saying he should get sacked yet. I think anyone saying sack him now is out of their minds. But I'd say a bit long for me. Give him a bit longer than Leeds because we've proven twice that you can sack a manager in January, basically, in December, pretty much bottom of the table and still stay up. O'Neill, Lopetegui came in. No, cut out. So obviously we do Lopetegui coming in, Pereira coming in last season. They clearly can change the team. There's enough time after December to change the team, but then all it gives us time for is to avoid relegation. If you get it earlier on, it's a mad shout, but you can easily work your way up the table. Europe, potentially. Like our first season in the Prem, was it? We was 20th for like a couple first games. Still managed to get Europe, which is impressive. So we definitely need to sack him before November if we're bottom 3. I'll give him till the end of September. If he doesn't have a point, then it's time to go really. And then, as we've already said, when I think Fosun will sack him, he could go without a point for 3 months and he'll still be here.
Yeah.
But the only difference with Pereira is with O'Neill they offered him a contract, literally a 4-year contract, was it? Literally the summer before we got sacked. So if they they were clearly scared of sacking him because it would cost them a fortune because they've got to pay all that wages. With Pereira, I think he's only got to the end of the season on a contract because they're clearly not considering it. Well, they've said they will give him a contract, but not yet because they've seen how he does, which is fair enough. So they probably won't be as scared to sack him. But yeah, what do you think, Alfie?
I mean, just went over it like it's just one of them because I was gonna mention it earlier, but you mentioned it. It's like we bring in the managers like Lopetegui, Lodge, O'Neill, whatever. Bring them in like January time, whatever, and like they always seem to keep us up. But like this is what I was saying earlier. Like, if we just get them like veto out earlier, obviously some fans might not like it. But I feel like if we give newer managers more time, like you said, it gives us more time to climb up the table and possibly reach for Europe or mid-table spots, like rather than 17th, 16th, wherever we got last year. It's like if I give the managers more time, gives them more chance of like them being able to prove themselves. I mean, obviously we're saying give them more time for them to prove themselves. Like I'm not really giving Vitor time, but like it's kind of a hard one considering we're favourites to go down. Our transfer window hasn't been great, and even with all the signings, Vitor still kind of can't show anything different with his new signings. Like it's really difficult. So I don't know. It's just I keep saying it. It's just one of them, and it's like really like
Yeah.
mixed opinions on it.
It's like when you look at realistically, it's down to the owners again. If you look at our team, the starting team, apart from maybe the odd addition like Chachua, who else is Wolf for the odd game, Arias. It's the same team from last season but worse. You've lost Cunha, you've lost Nori, you've lost Sarabia, Semedo, all them big players, and you've replaced them with players worth 10 to 15 million, which they're not going to do the job. So if you look at the team, we've only downgraded, which you can't even blame Pereira for being worse. But it's still more than good enough team to not go down. We've got a better team than Burnley, and even they've got a point. Our team is quality. Our team could be a Europe team. We've got Gomez, Andre, two of the best midfielders, like link up in the league almost, I'd say. We've got the quality of players. I'm thinking recently, the players clearly just don't work well together because we've got really good players on paper. Individually, really good players. All in a group, they just don't seem to work out, do they? So maybe the directing team or something is a problem. Not bringing in the right players for the overall squad. Maybe we need to build the squad around one player or something. It's a hard one, really, but
It's like the main player that stands out to me, like what you're on about, like the team that's not working together, is Arias. He's such a quality player. Like he's like Cunha. You'd expect him to have just done brilliant and just scored a lot of goals by now, but like other than his goal and his game against Girona in pre-season, he hasn't really done much, has he?
literally.
So it's like for Lopez. I mean, as much as people are slate him, I think he's been a decent player and like has actually like put a more attacking mindset on our team. And like Rodrigo Gomez, obviously he's not a new signing, but we don't play him enough. And it's like him, Lopez, Hugo Bueno, we don't play people like that who like have more of an attacking mindset. Because that's the only problem with us at the moment. We just can't seem to just want to attack. Like obviously changing subjects, but like Sasha leaving, he's like one of the only players who had an attacking mindset as well. It's just like and just our better quality players just seem to be on the bench. Like you're saying, Wolf, like we're downgrading our players almost. Like Wolf seems to be just playing over Bueno a lot more for some reason. It's like also tracks back to like manager decisions and more could be a reason getting rid of Vitor earlier. It's just like he just seems to make wrong decisions like playing Wolf over Bueno, and it's like Bueno definitely is a lot more experienced and definitely is the better player compared to Wolf, as it's shown. Because Wolf played against City, obviously, and like we've seen how that turned out wasn't great. And even his debut against Celta Vigo, obviously the whole team didn't play great, but he was definitely like a standout player who didn't play good at all.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I'll still give him time because I think he's quite young. It is the Premier League, biggest league in the world, apparently. You've got to adapt to it, but he's not Premier League starting worthy as of right now, so he just play the one that is Premier League starting worthy, Bueno. I did start him against, we played last, Everton, I think.
Yeah.
Bueno started, which is maybe Pereira's learned lesson.
And he had a cracking
Bueno is
game
just,
as well, so...
yeah, Bueno's just a better player, so maybe from now on they'll start playing Bueno more. Bueno is a very good addition. He's basically like a new player, pretty much, bringing him in back from loan. So I think it's like back to the point of the team. It's a good team. I think maybe it's the manager's fault that he should work harder to bring the team together. Whatever he needs to do just to do that, but bring the team together. So that's it, really. Okay, on to the next point. Would we replace Vitor with Nuno?
Honestly, probably yeah. Genuinely, I felt like Nuno's just a right man for anything. That's just like, I think almost any Wolves fan would say yeah to Nuno coming back. I mean, as much as you love Vitor, you gotta love Nuno more. It's like, obviously, apparently, he might still probably don't have the best like relationship with our owners, but no, it doesn't matter. I'll just bring him back home anyway.
Yeah, literally, I think. If you asked me in the last season, I think people were questioning it. I probably would have said no, because we absolutely love Vitor to bits, and he did seem like the kind of person that would get us higher up in the table next season. And it's not looking like that's going to happen. Which it's starting to look more of a problem with the club that we're not every manager we have doesn't finish high up in the second season. But I feel like Nuno he's clearly consistent. He did it for 3 years, getting promoted seventh. Obviously, lockdown season. Can't blame him at all. Letting him go was a mad decision, really. I think he probably would still be here if we didn't basically let him off, because you got Raul's injury, probably one of the biggest things that have happened at this club. Probably is the reason why we're so bad now, because that genuinely changed the whole future of our club. And you've just got there's so many injuries that season. Obviously, we had William Jose up front. You can't blame anyone for doing bad with him. Nuno is just. I think he could do anything. You see how he got Forest from relegation to Europe again, third in the table for half a season. He probably could do that with us. The fans love him already. The club know about him. I do think he probably is just a perfect man. He probably could do anything with us.
It does make you think though, like he's clearly proved it at other clubs. It's like it could be down to us not being good. It could either be down to the owners or just making just terrible managerial choices. Like for all we know, maybe Vitor, Lodge, O'Neill, and Lopetegui are just genuinely like bad managers, and maybe like they just got lucky or something because we had a good quality squad. Maybe it could have all been down to the squad saving us rather than the manager themselves. Because obviously, Nuno had, realistically, like the players themselves, who he brought in, were more nobodies than the nobodies we're bringing in now. And it was obviously everyone knows that was when we were at our best. So is Nuno just a better manager than the others? I mean, obviously, yeah, but like O'Neill, he was promising. Like halfway through that first season with him, he was looking like we was gonna get Europe with him at one point. After that Tottenham game, he was like 8th or something. It was like there was a lot of potential with him, but then again, like talk about all the owners, it's like, are they not backing them enough? So obviously they did back Nuno quite a bit, and then obviously he's done all that with us. But then O'Neill having a cracking season as he did. I mean, obviously we finished, what was it, like 13th, 14th in the end? Could have been better, but like the start he had last season was terrible. So it does make you think, like, is it just us making terrible manager decisions, or is it just the owners not backing the managers once again? So it's like there's another question to be answered. So it's like,
Yeah, literally, it kind of makes you, with how good our squad was 2018 to 2020, it kind of makes you question maybe Nuno was better at helping us get some good signings in, or was better at making stars, because, as you said, there were nobodies that we brought in, and basically since we got promoted, random players, like even Jimenez or anything, no one really heard of him. But then you got, obviously, how good he became. But then even at Forest, look what he's done. He's got Chris Wood, probably the most bang average striker in the league for a couple of years. Look what he's done with him, made him a 20-goal striker. And then you got Gibbs White, Elanga, all these players, he's made stars out of them. Can he do the same with us? I mean, O'Neill did do quite well with making stars individually. Cunha,
let's look another
Ain't
one.
Nori.
Well, obviously Cunha, yeah, but like Neto and Huang and all them players are kind of already proven. Even like Gomez, if you think, like he was already known for being a quality player in Brazil, so that's kind of why we brought him in, and he was already had links with Leon and all them teams. So it's like another thing about like Nuno brought in even more nobodies than the ones now, because obviously like Johnny, Jimenez, Jota, all these players are absolutely nobody knew about them beforehand.
Yeah. And you go back to think about Neto, probably one of our best players in recent years. Who brought him in? Nuno again, so clearly something to do with Nuno. Even an underrated season of Neto, everyone knows about it, but I feel like it's under talked about. Lockdown season, he was unreal that season.
As well. Literally,
obviously with injuries, he struggled after that. Basically, didn't get any game time. But that season he was unreal, and then obviously O'Neill season did the same again, and then owners going to sell him. It is mostly down to the owners for me. We kind of touched on it a little bit. Would the owners back Nuno if he came back?
I'd hope so. I'd really hope so. I feel like just the way Jeff talks about him on like his interviews every time he gets interviewed and asked about Nuno. Obviously, it doesn't seem like they have like the best relationship ever, but it does seem like Jeff does like Nuno a lot more compared to all the other managers we've had. Well, that could be just me pure waffling, but for what I've seen him talk about Nuno, it just seems like he had a more enjoyable time at Wolves when he was there. So it's like I'd hope if they did decide to bring him back in, I hope they would back him and hopefully it'd take us back to our glory days. But it's just another one of them. It's like you don't know till it happens. So yeah, I'd hope they back him, and I do probably think they would, just considering it's Nuno, innit?
Yeah, it's like all of Jeff Shee and Fosun's success has been with Nuno. Without Nuno, probably would still be in the championship for all we know. And then we would be lucky for Nuno to want to come back to us, really. It's more of a choice for him. Does he want to come back to us rather than do we want to take him? Because Forest are a much bigger club than us at the moment. He's obviously done amazing with them. It would be a massive downgrade for him to come back to us. It'd give him a little project to start, but they would, if like I feel like if he was to come back, one thing he would tell the owners, you've got to back him, because if they don't back him, he's just going to not come or go off straight away. Because realistically, clubs run on money. You got to spend money if you want to do good. We're not spending money and we're not doing good. Just says it all.
Yeah, obviously he's a better manager now with a bigger ego, probably. And it's like he'll be a bit more strict. He'll be a bit like a Lopetegui, demanding a bit more stuff because obviously still nobody really knows what happens between Lopetegui, but apparently Fosun promised him stuff and never quite was up to expectations or anything. But obviously Nuno's a bigger man and like he's a better manager, knows what he's doing a bit more now. So obviously, if he did come back, he would be demanding a bit more stuff. And obviously, if they can't meet expectations with him, then the owners are absolutely rubbish. I'm trying not to swear as much as I can on this channel. Yeah, honestly, if they wouldn't back him, it'd be really stupid because he literally is the best man for the job, honestly. And if they didn't back him, I mean, obviously everyone's saying Fosun out already, but Fosun out.
Yeah, literally. I think Nuno has a perfect balance of strictness, loving the fans and loving the players. Because you see him like after. I remember I watched was there someone they beat in the cup, might have been Brighton or something last year. He was like full on all over the players, hugging them,
Well,
basically mates. Huh?
After the penalty shootout.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's like dancing with the players and everything. He has a perfect balance of when it's going well, play like be their mates, like befriend them. You saw how like basically love him he was when we had him. All the players loved him, fans loved him, but then he clearly has that strictness when it needs to be done, when to make the team do well. You can't have a Mr. Nice guy, which I think was the problem with O'Neill. Too yes man, too nice, just too scared to play, like mess with the players and tell them off and stuff because he's too young that he basically felt like he was a player pretty much. He in with the squad. There's players just almost as old as him. You had Dawson in the same squad who not that young, not that much younger. So I think Nuno's has that perfect balance of everything. He's just a perfect manager, really.
Yeah, and obviously touched over it. This is probably just like end it off, but like Vitor obviously is a good manager. He's definitely not a bad manager at all, to say the least. And he's definitely helped out a lot last year.
I absolutely love him still.
And we love him.
Like,
and probably is probably our best manager since Nuno. Just if it carries on like this, it can. Then obviously something's still going wrong, probably behind the scenes as well. Because I don't know, it's another one. Because I was talking about it earlier. Is it bad managerial choice? Obviously, we talk about them not backing the owners. No, the owners not backing the managers, or maybe is it just something constantly like going on in the dressing room or behind the scenes, just like not going correctly?
well, it's kind of becoming more of a pattern and us failing every season because you've had how many managers we had since Nuno? 4, 3, 3 in it. 4.
Large,
Yeah,
Lopetegui, O'Neill, and
Pereira.
Little.
So yeah, so it's a pattern now. It's not really. Lopetegui's the most high-profile manager we've ever had. Well, we've had in recent times because obviously he's managed some big clubs in his time. He came, obviously he did well, but even still, he didn't end up. To be fair, the recording cut off there. Don't have a clue.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, so decent video, got some good talking points. I'll say we'll just end it there.
I mean, if you lot have actually watched all of this, fair play. And I feel like this type of video isn't that bad. I mean, it's like visually might not be the best, but if you're trying to listen to us yap and chat shit, maybe it could be worth starting up a podcast and just sticking it up on Spotify
Like
or
a
something.
test podcast almost. It's shorter because no one's sitting for an hour and a half of us speaking. Well, not that we know of right now. It's basically just a short podcast. Tell us what you think, pretty much. If you want us to keep doing it, then we can keep doing it. If you want to start a longer version, we'll start a longer version. Give us feedback. I hope people have watched till the end because I think it actually has been a decent video. So
Yeah, we made some good talking points and actually like kind of gave valid reasons, and we've actually seen I can speak football today, I suppose, because
yeah,
when you see us talking about football on like Daz and Dave's channel or something, me stuttering, fucking hell, I'm bad.
we're not more like relaxed and just chatting now rather than under pressure having to speak differently because we're nervous about what we're going to say.
Yeah.
So we kind of have showed that we do know what we're on about. We do know football, and we are just people speaking. Two mates just having a chat.
Apparently we've actually proven we kind of do know how to speak for once.
Yeah, literally. So
I mean,
what
that's
does
it,
it?
I suppose. I mean, everyone watching. I mean, we recorded the Content Creators Cup video Saturday, got it out by Sunday, and no, that's not too bad, has it, Lance? Got a few
No,
likes, decent
120
views, I
views or
suppose.
something, which we'll
And
take. We're not that big.
yeah, considering we've only got 90 subscribers, well, 89, but I'm just going to round it up because
Just to be
just to be
specific.
awkward. Um, Honestly, all the support you've all gave us within the past few videos, genuinely appreciate it a lot. And we're trying our hardest to try and keep consistent. Obviously, we've got college, so it will be quite hard. But we're still getting at it. We're doing what we can. And if you don't want to drop a like, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do, it'd be much appreciated. And obviously, what we said earlier, let us know down below what you think about this style of content. And if you want us to make a longer podcast, upload it to Spotify, whatever. Not really much else to say, so if you want to say goodbye,
Yeah.
Lance, then yeah.
Big one is subscribe. Get us to 300 subscribers at the end of the year. That's pretty much our main goal as of right now. Subscribers don't matter, but it's more about getting loyal supporters in it. So not much more to say. Basically end it there.
Right, so that's the
Boom.
Boys Know Gold, and we will see you in the next one.